Chineke na nke igwe biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt sikwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji mma mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile ọbịa mere Ipob ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi si gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụghị ikonye ọzọ obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị mara onye ebighị ka a na-arịọ gị ise.
Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are connecting from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, any part of the world where you are connecting from, I really appreciate you. I thank you very much for your contributions on the comment section. I read your comments every now and again, and I learn a lot from your comments. Whatever view you have, put it down on the comment section. Whatever opinion you have, put it down on the comment section. If you want to be controversial, if you want to argue, if you have a different opinion from what we are saying, put it down in the comment section. We can equally look at it. Nobody knows it all. We'll learn from each other and continue to voice our opinion. But the most important thing is that we will not allow them to change the narrative. We will not allow them. They have been telling our story for a very long time. But this time around, we cannot allow them to continue to tell our stories. We are going to tell our stories, the real truth and nothing but the truth, the way it is. Thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been on the forefront of this fight from the war. He has really educated a lot of people, not just Biafrans, Ududuans, even the people who call themselves Nigerians. So many of them, the one Nigerians have repented. A lot of them have repented. They have seen the light now. But we will not be silent because the person who we are fighting against is still fighting hard. They don't want to relent. They do not want to relent. The people who are holding us captive in that very contraption called Nigeria do not want to relent. They are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they hold on down. But we cannot allow them. This is the time for us to take charge and tell our story. We cannot allow them to tell our stories anymore. It is the time for us to take charge, tell our stories, and tell the exact situation of things. That is what we are doing. So whatever platform you have, use your platform to air your own opinion. No matter how small, no matter how big this platform is, you can share the video. Take this video and share to the people who need to see it. Share the video to any platform, your friends and relatives. Let them watch and see and hear what is happening in that very contraption called Nigeria. You never know who will come across the video. A lot is going on in Nigeria. No tribe, no indigenous tribe in Nigeria is finding it easy. But the media, the politicians are playing it low. These people do not mean well for you and I. The politicians do not mean well for you and I. Those politicians, they do not mean well for you and I. It doesn't matter your tribe. You might be Igbo, you might be Hausa, you might be Yoruba, you might be even Fulani. The politicians, the political class, they are the people who are ganging up together to enslave the people. They are ganging up together to hand over a very contraption called Nigeria to the Fulanis. All the politicians from all class of life in Nigeria are into this very business. Their only mission is to hand over Nigeria to the Fulani Janjaweed. No matter where the politicians are from, the politicians from the southeastern part of Nigeria, the politicians from the south part of Nigeria, the politicians from the southwest, the politicians, Biafran politicians, Ududuwa politicians, Middle Belt politicians, every politician in Nigeria, they are into this very game. They are in it together. None of them, more especially people from the southeast, the politicians from the southeast, except Abaribe. Except Abaribe in southeast, every other politician in southeast, the governors as a whole, they are serving the purpose of this very Janjaweed. And their only mission is to take our land and hand it over to the Fulani Janjaweed. This has been their mission. And they are not playing about, they're not hiding about it. You see Dave Umahi. When you see Dave Umahi begin to talk against his own people, begin to fight against his own people, kill his own people in the open, I'm very scared of the Fulanis. He can never open his mouth to say Fulani herdsmen. He never says it in his mouth. Knowing full well that these are the people who have come to his own states to kill indigenous people, to occupy their land. He will never voice it out in his mouth. when they killed and killed, he came out to pretend as if he's crying, confessing that he has been protecting them, and even in protecting and defending them, they still came and killed people in his state. This was a confession of a governor. Maybe you have forgotten. I will play the video for you to remind. You know, some of us have a very short memory.
Initial local government by AK 47 herdsmen that came yesterday and killed 15 of members of these communities. I remember that about a year ago, we had an incident of killing of 2 herdsmen within this same location. And immediately the security agencies, local government chairman, and the community leaders all came together to condemn the attack and the killing. And we immediately asked the security agencies to fish out the people that did that. They didn't do it on behalf of the communities. And they did fish them out. And as we talk, they are standing trial in Ebonyi State. And the community and the government and security agencies appeased the herdsmen and made peace with them. And so it is very shocking that overnight, all the herdsmen in Ishelu local government vacated Ishelu local government, which means that the local herdsmen are part of the conspiracy of the killing of our people. They vacated despite all the efforts that my government, governors of Southeast and security agencies have been making to give them full protection, not only in Ebonyi State but the entire Southeast. We feel so sad that this kind of thing should happen to Ebonyi State. We feel so worried for our country, Nigeria. We are short of words, and good enough we have some traces of the sponsors. We have traces of those who came here. I will not disclose it, but I'm going to escalate.
This was Dave Umahi. He came out to confess that he has been protecting Fulanis. Upon protecting them, they came and killed his people. These are the kind of people we have in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Are you talking about Hope Uzodinma? Hope Uzodinma, who is boasting about bombing his own people, killing his innocent people in his own state because he wanted to form Ruga by force, handing over cities to the Fulani Janjaweed. You see some of those, you see that of Anambra State, what they call it, I don't know, what do they call the Anambra State governor, or what's that his name? That one have a Mieti Allah member in his cabinet. Likewise, every other governor in that very southeastern part of Nigeria, they have Mieti Allah members in their governors, in their cabinet. Ask me in the north, which northern state has a member of Ohanese in their cabinet? Which northern state have a member of Ohanese in their cabinet? Which northern state have a member of Afenifere in their cabinet? But in the southeastern part of Nigeria, they come out, even the governors come and boast about it. This is the kind of people we have. When Ahmadu Bello tell you that whatever post you're holding in Nigeria is on contract, he thought it was a joke. He meant it. He meant everything he said in that very video. He meant it. And that is what his brothers and children are working with till today. That is what they are working with. They are not shy about it. They are not pretending about it. They say it openly and act it openly. That is why they have made every other ethnic tribe a second class, while they are the first class. They can do anything they like and get away with it. They can steal as many amount as they want. They can steal as much as they want in that contraption called Nigeria. Nobody questions them. Nobody takes them to court. They can kill anybody. Nobody kills them. Nobody takes them to court. But if you are from the southern part of Nigeria, commit that same crime, before you know it, you'll be facing the firing squad. Recently, you see the governor of Katsina State, where your so-called president came from, where the so-called the Janjaweed, the Buhari, late Buhari, who claimed to be a Nigerian, the state where he come from, Katsina State. Remember when the governor came out, was claiming that Katsina is now safe. Not until God exposed them. Now he come out again. He's now calling for his people to defend themselves. This is a state where the president of that very contraption, the person who claimed to be president of that contraption called Nigeria, comes from, Katsina State. The governor came out, talking at the people, asking the people to protest and said that the military is not there for them. They shouldn't wait for the military nor the police. A governor charging the people to come out and defend themselves. In Katsina State, the state that your president comes from, he couldn't defend it. Maybe you didn't see the video. Watch the video, then we can come back.
It is time, based on what Professor Kurpi has said and what I know they have been doing, to call on all of us as citizens of Katsina State to see what can we do. I think the era, like he said, of sitting, accusing federal government, accusing the military, accusing the police, accusing the government, accusing the local government, accusing traditional institution is over and should be over. Security is our responsibility. Why are we surrendering our responsibility to some people? I cannot see how more committed a police officer or a military officer can be more than any one of you. Why should I sit in my village, Katsina, Masari, sorry, in my village, and be only making telephone calls without doing nothing? Every bandit, every criminal has an address, has a location, and they are human beings like us. The only difference is that they have taken arms against us. Does it mean we have nothing to take against us, against them? Do you mean that we should vacate all our villages, all our farms, all our houses, and surrender them to bandits, and wait for a police officer, General Emeka, all the way from Enugu to come to Kaduna and rescue me? This is ridiculous. Why? Look, I think part of also what this Katsina initiative needs to do is to go around to all these local government. Let us talk to the people. Defend yourself. Are you telling me if you hear somebody breaking your door, he wants to steal your property, you will go under the bed and wait for him he comes in? It's better to confront him. Either way, either you die, all of you, or you succeed. Kuma in ka kaje aka kashe ka wurin tsara abin da yake hakkinka jihadi ne. Tsoro kuma ba hujja bace. Kuma ba an ce ba na ka kunna bakin waje bane. Yo ina ka dan suke ne. Ko ne yanzu abun ya lalace ne. Look, it is time for all of us to come out. The security agencies that are here, how many are they? This problem is not only in Katsina. It's all over the country, like Professor Bashir said. Because we have failed to do what we are supposed to do, that's why the military are in now. That's why the Air Force are in now. But if we do what is right, I think we should limit them their constitutional responsibility. The protection of territorial integrity of this country. We are overstretching members of the armed forces. we are overstretching the police. We are expecting them to do more than as if they are not human beings like us. I think it is time, not only for us in Kaduna, for this country, for all of us, to put our country first. Like Professor Bashir said, a bandit or an armed robber does not ask you your membership card of a political party. It doesn't ask you which mosque you pray or which church you go. So this issue, there is no really political leverage or advantage anybody think he can take on this situation. I think we should learn a lesson. We've been battling with this for the last 6 years, at least when we came into office. But it has been in existence since 2010. Why has it not abated? It means there is something we're not doing correctly. We are not involving everybody. We sit in the comfort of our houses and seek the policeman who is posted to Kafur local government. Kafur local government has over 200 villages. How many policemen have you sent to my local government? So you don't have the manpower, you don't have the capacity. And the challenges of equipment. This is a reality. Since we know this, I think the era of blaming the military, blaming the police is over. If there's any failure, we should blame ourselves now for not doing what we are supposed to do. I think we need to involve everybody. Everybody should be a security officer. We always say the police in developed countries are doing better. They are doing better because everybody is a policeman himself. He watches his neighbor. If he sees anything wrong, he quickly phones this center. I am seeing this and this and this which are unusual here. But when you don't give police information, when you don't give the military information, you cannot blame them. When you see a bandit going this way, when the policeman or anybody comes, you say, he has gone this way. An informant is worse than a bandit. So the punishment of informant should, if there's more severe punishment to informant, you should give them more than the bandit himself. For those of you that you have sacrificed your time, your resources to be part of Kaduna Community Security Initiative, we cannot thank you enough. Only God will reward you. Because you can safely say, I am here because of the oath of office I have taken. I have to do what I am doing because I will be accountable in this world and the hereafter. But you can decide, you say, well, I have retired, it's not my responsibility. Like you said, some groups. But you know, whatever God has given you, you will account for it. Even good health, you will account for it. How did you use it for the benefit of mankind? So I think there's a lot of work which we need to do in sensitizing people. Because for a very long time, we have only been blaming the police, the military, they are not doing enough. I think we have blamed them enough. Let us now look inwards. And I assure you, and anybody who has come forward or who will come forward with any suggestions that will improve the security of this state is our partner, and we will partner with him or with them. We welcome ideas.
After listening to this man and what he has said, and you still have faith in Nigeria, you are still talking about one Nigeria, you must be a moron. It's either you are insane or something is wrong with your brain. Or maybe you are dead already. You are just waiting for your burial. You are just dead already. Then you decide to distract every other person. This is a governor telling his people to pick up arms and protect themselves. A governor of a state where the the Janjaweed that is called your president come from? The terrorists that you use as a president come from? His state is not safe. He cannot secure it. He is telling the people to protect themselves. Meanwhile, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, where people have woken up to defend their land and defend themselves against the terrorists, where people have formed a vigilante group, the Eastern Security Network, where Eastern Security Network have been formed to go to the bushes and protect the indigenous land, the government is coming after them, bombing them on a daily basis, attacking them, hindering them from fighting against the terrorists, pushing them back against the terrorists so that the terrorists can advance into the southeastern part of Nigeria. This is what the government of Nigeria is doing on a daily basis. Attacking ESN, pushing ESN back so that the Janjaweed, their terror group, will advance into the southeastern part of Nigeria. Meanwhile, a governor in Katsina State, where the head of the terrorists come from, that is their president, he is telling the people to come out and defend themselves. Don't wait for the police or army. I don't know how to explain the situation of that very country we call Nigeria. That is never a country. And anybody who is still praying for Nigeria or whatever, you don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are doing. You are praying for your death. A country where they do not value human life, a country where they do not know a difference between A and B, a country where people will come out and lie before your own very eye, a country you call yourself a citizen and people play down on you and make you a third-class citizen. Your life doesn't matter. What you say doesn't matter. Your decision doesn't matter. They sit down and decide how you breathe, when you breathe, how you live and when you live, and how long you're going to live on earth. And you call that a country, you still want to be part of it? Continue wishing for your death. This is the situation that very contraption in. These people focus on the innocent people. Eastern Security Network that is fighting a legitimate fight. A legitimate fight that was put in place. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched the Eastern Security Network, he made it clear that this is not a Biafran army. This is a security group to secure the southeastern region of Nigeria from the invading Fulanis, because he saw what was coming. He saw what your so-called governors could not see with all the security votes that they're giving them. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seen far away, they can never see it, even when they stand in the highest mountain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw today, and he put in place Eastern Security Network to protect the people. They came up with all manner of propaganda. They came up with all manner of propaganda against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They saw that the masses are with him. He didn't hold water. They went to the instead of forming their Ipob, they couldn't form the Ipob. Even with the millions and billions they are collecting as security votes. Even with the billions Umahi and Co are collecting as security votes, his brother came out and said that Ipob cannot be funded. They don't have money to fund the Ipob. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has formed Eastern Security Network to guide the whole southeastern region. And they are working effectively, very effectively, which Dave Umahi himself confessed to. Instead of supporting this very network, they are coming against it. They are coming against it. People who are from the southeastern part of Nigeria, whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to protect, they are the people who want to kill him by all means possible. Remember the Python dance. They came with the Python dance 1, came with the Python dance 2, came with the Python dance 3, but they couldn't overcome him, and they will never, ever overcome him.
O Mary Wonindizu, Bonioya, Abakare, Mama Naora, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi bu onye du Ipob, o meriwo n'izu mbiro ya. Abakare, Mama Ndaora, unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, and Python dance 3. Unapoli Mary Nnamdi.
That is the situation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always survives. They brought their propaganda against ESN, formed their Ipob. Where is the Ipob today? They couldn't move a dime. At the end of all of them, we are confessing the work of that very ESN. And the whole southeastern region, the masses are with ESN, which Dave Umar himself confessed that people are in support of ESN. Why wouldn't you support what your people, who you're supposed to represent, are supporting? Why wouldn't you follow what the people whom you are supposed to be representing have chosen? If really you are sincere to yourself, if really you are fighting a just cause, if really you have come to save your people, if really you have come to serve your people, why wouldn't you follow the same step there? Why wouldn't you choose what they have chosen? Your people are now crying and shouting referendum, referendum, referendum at all corners, all over the world, and in Nigeria. Everybody knows that the intent that people are asking for now is referendum. The southeast and the southwest, the Yorubas and Oduduwa are asking for referendum. Why wouldn't you support the referendum? Let people decide. Why are you scared of allowing people to decide? Instead, you want the few of you to come together and tell us you have held a meeting, you give a communique, you held a meeting. What sort of useless meeting are you holding? Holding meeting with the same person who is killing your people. What do you think is going to be the outcome of the meeting? We cannot be silent. Enough is enough. You have done a lot of damage already to the southeastern part of Nigeria. I mean the politicians and the governors and the so-called elites. All of them are all bunch of bastards. I don't know where they come from. I don't know. I can't just tell. I can't just say we have suffered a lot from the Civil War. And I see that so many women were being impregnated during the Civil War, and their children are now destroying the southeastern part of Nigeria. Which are these governors and the elites you see them roaming about? People who are ashamed to defend themselves. In the southeastern Nigeria mainly. You see even in the south, the so-called Niger Delta and South. So-called Niger Delta and South, you see them, they defend they defend their own people. They even to an extent, they defend those what do they call them? They defend the Avengers. All those militants, they defend their militants. At least they go and negotiate for the militants. In as much as their negotiation do not hold water, those Niger Delta you see, they go and negotiate for their militants and make sure that the militants get something. But in the southeastern part of Nigeria, they don't do anything at all to favor their people. They never ever go into a negotiation. Look at the southwest. The southwest are standing with their people toe to toe. They have been protesting massive rallies of the Oduduwas. There has never been any gunshot in one place. There has never been any governor that came out to threaten and attack them. There have never been any call of military upon them. Are you talking about the North? The North are making a case for bandits themselves, seeking for contract from the government, from the federal government for bandits. That is what the North are doing, telling us that the bandits are not criminals, that we should give them contract. Making a case even for Boko Haram, they reintegrate them into the army, put them into the military, hand them over everything. But in the southeastern part of Nigeria, people who are asking for a legitimate right of self-determination for them to decide their fate, you bring the military to kill them. May God have mercy on you. You will all pay with your dear life. You can't go free. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You will surely pay. Thank you so much for watching from wherever you are watching from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. May Chukwu Abiyama bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to prosper Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Abiyama give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu long life and prosperity to lead us into the promised land. May Chukwu Abiyama protect Sunday Igboho. May Chukwu Abiyama protect Oduduwas. May Chukwu Abiyama protect everyone that is fighting a legitimate cause in that very contraption called Nigeria. Thank you for watching and remember blessed. Bye bye. See you again on the next video.